Hi everyone, I'm doing this video because obviously, our Queen's passed away. She passed away yesterday. So I wanted to do this video talking about the Queen, what she meant. I suppose she meant a lot. She was a figurehead of Britain, wasn't she? She was, and it's a shame what's happened. Like I said, she was really sort of represented Britain as a whole. You know, the monarchy is really important to our culture, and yes, it's a shame what's happened. I was yesterday. I was in the outlet centre in Swindon. I was halfway through, and I rang my mum to see when she could pick me up or whatever. And then she told me that the Queen had passed away, and I knew she was in poor health at the Balmoral Castle up in Scotland. That's why she actually passed away, and it's sad. I think all her relatives were on the way there as well. And it's very sad. Like I said, she was the longest reigning sovereign member of the monarch in British history, and she's the second longest ever, which she only overtook in the last month or so, a few people. So yeah, she's second longest monarch ever. At the age of 96, she ascended the throne when she was 25, and I'm 26. So in February 1952, she ascended the throne after her poor father passed away. It's unbelievable. She's been power for 70 years. Like I said, it's all I've ever known, the Queen. And it's just incredibly sad. I think she was the first Queen to go into the military or do something in the military. She went to Ireland as well, one of the first Queens to do that. And 70 long years. Like I said, her poor husband passed away last year. She's gone. It's very sad. It's unprecedented times as well. A lot of footballing events have been called off. All the weekends games, like 10 days or 12 days in mourning. That's incredibly sad. Poor Queen, because of what she represented. You can't compare. The whole culture of Britain is basically evolved around the monarch. It's incredibly important to us as part of our heritage, part of our history. She went through 15 prime ministers. 15 prime ministers through in her lifetime, and probably many presidents. I haven't looked at how many presidents, but 15 prime ministers she went through. 15, wow. I think it says 30% of American history as well. She lived through or something. But incredible what she's achieved. Like I said, she almost reminded me a bit of my grandmother. But she's an old woman, obviously. So it's a shame. Another thing I wanted to mention, which no one has mentioned, which is sort of personal to me, was that today, the day is the day that Avicii was born, or yesterday I should say. So she passed away on the same day Avicii was born. And in one of the songs Avicii has, one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. And so I think that's quite, the Queen's definitely living behind life the whole world will remember. So I think that's important. Because at least she got to celebrate her platinum jubilee as well. So, but it's an incredibly sad day, and I wanted to mention this in a video. Incredibly sad day. Like I said, yesterday she passed, and like I said, I wasn't expecting her at all. She was only meeting Liz Truss 2 days ago. 2 days ago she met with Liz Truss to greet her as the Prime Minister. I think at Balmoral Castle for the first time. She was too unwell to go anywhere else. And Liz Truss became Prime Minister, and then she passed away 2 days later. It's very incredibly sad. So I wanted to do this video just to mention I just can't believe it. Wow. Queen, like I said, she lived through a lot. Like I said, she would have had all the medicals and all the people around her and stuff. Like I said, now we've got King Charles III, and he's going to be, I think, appointed soon. He's going to do a sort of a talk a bit later on as well at London, and obviously the consort's going to be Camilla, and our national anthem's going to change as well. It's going to change to God Save the King instead of God Save the Queen. So yesterday when I did a video on my other channel, I was talking about, they're going to have to sing God Save the Queen. It's going to be a bit strange because she's passed away, but they're actually going to change the national anthem to God Save the King. So at the World Cup later this year, they're going to change it, so that's very good. Unbelievable. A lot of things are changing. The pound note's going to change. Post boxes mail is going to change. The photo on the pound notes won't be there anymore, will it? Or it was going to be King Charles, I assume. So a lot of things are changing. Like I said, a lot of events have been called off this weekend. So it's unprecedented times, very unprecedented times. Like I said, she ascended the throne at age 25. It was all sudden because her poor father passed away. So you can imagine that was all sort of a shock as well for her. And like I said, 70 years she's been on the throne. I think she's controlled of 14 other Commonwealth realms, including Australia and New Zealand. And like I said, I really liked her. She was like a grandma, innocent old lady. So like I said, all my respects to her, all respects to the royal family. And I just want to say, my cousin passed away about 2 weeks ago now. He passed away on the 17th of August, my cousin Isaac. So I kind of I've already been sort of dealing with a lot of grief myself, sort of behind the scenes. So it's and it's sad to see a major figurehead like this go as well. So both are incredibly sad. Sad things to have happened. And once again, it's a reminder, that health can deteriorate quickly. So wherever you are in life, positivity is key, and just keep, remember, life is precious, and anything can happen at a day's notice. Like I said, 2 days ago, the Queen was meeting with Liz Truss, and then 2 days later, she suddenly passed. Like I said, at that age, health can deteriorate quickly. Like I said, but my poor cousin, I knew nothing about, I knew nothing about his cancer, so that was even more of a shock. That's worse because he was 26. He was my age, 70 years younger. So. But yeah, it's incredibly sad business. There's a lot of grieving by a lot of people, and obviously me, it's very, very sad. Yeah. Rest in peace.